name is Leilani, and in this video, I'm going to share with you what I am doing with my 6th grader this year. This is my second 6th grader that I have. Both are boys, and I will go ahead and stick a link to the previous video from it's so confusing sometimes. He's now in 8th grade. So 2 years ago, I made a 6th grade video. So I'm gonna stick that link in the description box below and the iCards. But now I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with my 6th grader that I have right now, the second boy who's in 6th grade. I'm just gonna get started too. If you wanna know more about who I am, what this channel is about, go ahead and look in the description box below and just check out my channel and like and subscribe and all those fun things. So let me get started with what I'm doing with him in the upcoming homeschool year. So I'm gonna start off with language arts because language arts has a lot of components that go with it, and I'm gonna start with language arts. Now, a huge fan of IEW. I will always be a huge fan of IEW. I have tons of videos about IEW, so I'll stick one in the iCards description box below again. But he, last year in 5th grade, did structure and style year 1 level A, because level A is for elementary school. But now that he's in middle school, we're gonna bump up to level B, and we're gonna do year 1. We didn't do year 2 level A, we bumped up to level B, year 1, and that's because IEW works developmentally with their curriculum. So middle school is definitely level B. Because I did this with my other son, I did not have to purchase the videos again. I just had to purchase the binder. This is the guts of the binder, and then this is the actual binder itself. And if you want to see how I load my binder and all those things, I have videos on it. So to add to structure and style to make it a complete language arts curriculum minus spelling, we are giving him Fix-It Grammar, and he is on level 3, which is Robin Hood. So I love Fix-It Grammar. It's gonna cover everything with grammar, and it's very spiral and very gentle, and it takes 15 minutes at most a day, and they don't even realize they're doing it, so they're not gonna fight you that much, but it's very, very effective. Okay, so let me explain why super duper quick. First of all, you have a passage from Robin Hood. In the back, they have the whole entire passage if you want to kind of read it straight through. We like to do this on the first day so they know what they're getting into. First day, they're going to walk in. They're going to give you some instructions with how to edit, and then they just jump right into the story right here. It's going to ask, if you look up here, you have a read it, a mark it, and fix it. There's gonna be one vocabulary word at least for each page. This one has reigned over the land, so they need to know what it means. Mark it, they gotta find 2 articles, 4 nouns, and 3 prepositional phrases, which they underline. And then they need to fix 4 capitals and 1 ending mark. They fix all the things in here, and then they rewrite it down here. And this is the first part of that story. Now, of course, it gets more difficult. You are gonna have sections where you're going to add to the editing, and they're gonna teach you those things like run-on sentences, very short sentence openers, which is all of IEW's, what they call dress-ups that you learn when you're doing your structure and style. So Fix-It Grammar and structure and style go really, really good together. They complement each other perfectly, and they're really going to just imprint proper grammar and editing skills and really good writing techniques into your child. So this is I'm going towards the end, so you can kind of see that it is spiral and that it does get more difficult. So this is going to be week 25. They still have one vocabulary word, bout. Look at all of the markets. I don't know if you can see it. All the markets right there. See, lots of markets, and then fix it and then rewrite it. So, and then they have a learn it right there. That's a day where they're gonna do the learn it. These are commas and adjectives, a little think about it section. And of course, each of these levels is gonna be more difficult. He is on level 3, so is my 8th grader. He is, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love Fix-It Grammar. So we have structure and style, which is gonna cover the toolbox for the writers to make them really good, strong writers. And then he's got the Fix-It Grammar Robin Hood. Spelling, I'm still up in the air a little bit about it. If I'm going to add a spelling, I'm probably going to use BJU. I've tried lots of different spelling. My favorite spelling, hands down, has been All About Spelling. And I used that in the beginning, and it laid a really strong foundation down to the point where I don't really feel like I need to be teaching my kids spelling because their spelling's really good. We're gonna read a lot of books this year. I'm trying this out. I don't even know if I went way overboard. I probably did, because that's kind of the something thing I do. I just made that up. That was really bad grammar. Total Language Plus, I had no idea this was like a full language arts curriculum. So I'm gonna kind of just pick and choose what I want to do. I did pull this one. This is Anne of Green Gables, and I was gonna try to use this over the summer. We started Phantom Tollbooth early. We like flip-flopped them. So if you watched my video for my 8th grader, I'm like, I'm gonna do Phantom Tollbooth with him. And then I'm gonna do this one during the summer, because I said that in my summer video. Well, I totally flip-flopped. So we're probably gonna do this after we finish Tollbooth. And I don't even know if I'm going to use the entire thing. I might just do the reading worksheets at the back to check to make sure they got reading comprehension. This is the yellow book. The blue book is smaller, which comes with Tollbooth and the Phantom Tollbooth, and I really like that. It's just questions and some, written paragraphs, short answer type questions. That one I like, because it's like you read the book, you check for understanding, and then you move on to the next chapter. This one is comprehensive language arts, so you have vocabulary in here. See, if you see this, questions, it looks like they've got some writing prompts in here, spelling worksheets, grammar worksheets. So, like I said, this does look like a great program to use independently. And now I'm starting to, wish I would have, this might be for my daughter's language arts. I don't know. No, because I have other stuff planned. You know what's nice about homeschooling is that if we change our mind in the middle of the year, we could totally go with it if it's not working. So, I don't know. Let's just see. I have it. So, here we go. We have it. The other one that I do have is Where the Red Fern Grows, which is really funny because I was so excited to teach my son this book, and both my boys, actually, and Hannah too, which is in 4th grade this year. And my son goes, "Oh, Where the Red Fern Goes, the one with the dog that dies." And I'm like, are you serious right now? What? Who told you that? And then here's the best part, right? Here's the best part. He goes, "You did, Mom." We're still gonna read it though, okay? Just because I said so. It's a good book. It's a really good book. So that about covers language arts. There are gonna be some more books that they read. In fact, we're going to connect this with history right now, because my son is going to be taking a history class, which is a history-based, it's a literature-based American history. So there's a lot of reading and discussion and comprehension. He's gonna take it. They read things like Number the Stars, Witch of Blackbird Pond. That was on there. And there was some stuff about Ronick. I don't know. There was like 13 books that he read in one year. And they discuss it in class and take some quizzes on it for comprehension. So it's American history-based literature class. And I love the lady who teaches it. Her name's Emily. She's awesome. I know her personally. Since we're talking about history though, here's the kicker. Even though he's taking that literature-based class, he is also going to be sneaking in and listening to us do Truth Quest. Okay, I'm not gonna go into detail about Truth Quest because 2 things. 1, I have like 2 videos on it. And 2, my video with the 8th grader, and you can look at the timestamp in that video to find me go in depth. I spend a lot of time going in. So either watch the Truth Quest video or watch my 8th grade curriculum picks video. I go into Truth Quest. But we are planning on doing Renaissance, Reformation, and Exploration. I love Truth Quest. I love this. So it is very biblical based, and it gets you studying history beyond the facts. Let's just go with that right there, beyond the facts, and into God's perspective on things. And it shows you that people are sinners. It shows you that these people that we thought were heroes, yeah, there's heroes, but they're not to be idolized. They're human like everybody else, and there are a lot of people in history that made mistakes, and we see why they made mistakes, and everything points to the Messiah and all the things. Such a good curriculum. I've started with this, and we're gonna end with it. So So now let's talk about science. He is going to be taking my class at the Homeschool Co-op. Now, we are doing exploring creation with chemistry and physics. I got this guy. I got this guy. I'm gonna say it a million times and a million times over. If you are a Christian, if you want to study science from a creationist perspective, if you are a believer, you know, you have to use Apologia. Dip into master books a little bit, but Apologia is seriously the way to go, especially when you are dealing with any zoology for the elementary school kids. It's so good. I don't know, I just don't think there's really anything else out there that I know of that can compare. And because I know this curriculum so well, I can teach from it easily. And I've actually done this one, Exploring Creation with Chemistry and Physics, twice before at the Homeschool Co-op because I do teach all the sciences. I do have a book, Elements of Faith, because this is a middle school class that I'm teaching at the Homeschool Co-op, and I do have Exploring Creation. I want to give them a little bit more. So the Elements of Faith is the chemistry. It's chemistry. I'm going to have them work through that book for homework when the rest of this is going to happen in class, I think. I almost like plan big and then I scale it down to meet their needs because I want to make sure I'm still challenging them. It's a weird habit that I'm into. It's not that weird. It's just how I function. I scale big, I think big, and then scale it down to meet needs. Yeah. So math with my 6th grader. Okay, as many of you guys know, I love teaching textbooks. I love teaching textbooks. Everything about it is just, I can't even tell you. I have videos on it, and I'm a big advocate for teaching textbooks, especially if you use it properly. It will help. And it will meet the needs of your child in mathematics and make it a lot just stressless. Let's just say stressless. However, I will say this for my 6th grader. For many, many reasons, I feel like teaching textbooks this year, we're gonna try something a little bit different. One of the reasons that we are actually going to be using BJU this year for his 6th grade math is because, one, my son is ridiculously good at math, and I want to challenge him beyond just the necessary requirements for mathematics. We've actually, and there's a bookmark in it because I went ahead and I started him. He was finishing up some stuff and I just said, you know what, start 6th grade math now. So, and he's doing really well with it. It looks, for a lot of us, like our brain's gonna explode when we look at it. And it's very traditional. I did get the teacher's edition of math. This is an older, by the way. This one is the 3rd edition. I believe they did come out with another edition. I just bought them used. And I don't think there's much. I think it's just a little bit updated with pictures maybe. I don't know. But it's math, so I don't mind buying the used one. I don't need to buy the brand new one, even though I'm sure the brand new one's amazing. But I did get the teacher edition because I don't want to sit and do math problems all day long, because if without the teacher edition, that's what I would be doing to make sure he did things right. So when it comes to extra activities for him, he is doing at our Homeschool Co-op, because we are involved with Homeschool Co-op, he is doing a physical education class, which he loves. We love the teacher. In fact, this year we were involved with that, as well as a running club, and they're actually running a 5K in a couple weeks, which is pretty cool. So it's a very nice community of kids, that just a lot of middle schoolers, which is pretty cool. He is also taking archery, which this year he really wants to be a part of the competitive team. So that's one of his I guess that's like his thing, hobby. He also likes to build things. Like he has this thing where he just likes to take apart cardboard boxes. I don't know what it is about cardboard boxes, but he will make the most unique things out of cardboard boxes that actually function. And I'm not joking. He will hook them up to things and he will take apart and rebuild. That's what he does. He takes apart and rebuilds. He also tries to fix every single thing in the house, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. I think I have a little engineer in my hands. That's all I'm saying. Oh, he plays drums. I forgot that. I mean, he plays drums for the praise and worship team at our congregation, the kids one. Oh, he plays piano too. So we use Simply Piano, and he'll be doing that here and there. We also, because his main instrument is starting to become drums. See, I'm in their classroom. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, there you go. See, drums. He has a drum set. But he also does Simply Piano. We do give him a song to work on every month or two, just to kind of work through it. He also does Type C, which is a typing type computer program. It's a subscription-based program. It's really good. He does that. And other than that, I mean, he's, you know, that's it. I think we covered everything. Besides being a big brother, hanging out with his friends when we go. Oh, I have a whole, by the way, there is going to be a video coming out about how we do Bible as a family. Yeah, I didn't include any of the Bible stuff with this video because that whole video is what it is. So make sure you check that out. And all the links and everything is down in the description box below. Feel free to share me your thoughts on some of these things. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.